Langerhans cell histocytosis. What is a Langerhans cell histocytosis? Is the most common histocytosis disease and occurs when the body accumulates too many immature Langerhans cells that primarily affect bone, but in rare cases may also affect other organ systems or present as multisystem disease. The pathogenesis of Langerhans is still unknown. The annual incidence of is reported at 5.4 million children per year. Males are affected to a slightly greater degree than females. Subtypes. The first variant is a uniform variant, and it has previously been referred to as unsuper granuloma. This subtype commonly involves bone, lymph node, or lungs as a primary target. The second subtype is considered to be multifocal, and it has been referred to in the past as this variant usually affects younger patients and involves several sites in an organ system. The third subtype, previously referred to as disseminated histiocytosis or letter C, affects multi-sites in multiple organ systems. Clinical presentation. Bone involvement, white or white-out, other associated site is the most common manifestation and has been observed in of cases based on a review of the literature. Typical manifestations may include persistent fever, diabetes insipidus, churning, ear infection, or discharge, loss of teeth, slow, irritability, anorexia, failure to thrive, purplish rash.
Langerhans cell histiocytosis, LCH. The histiocytic diseases in children and adults are caused by an abnormal accumulation of cells of the mononuclear phagocytic system. Only Langerhans cell histiocytosis, LCH, a myeloid-derived dendritic cell disorder, is discussed in detail in this summary. The histiocytic diseases have been reclassified into 5 categories, and LCH is in the L group. 1. LCH results from the clonal proliferation of immunophenotypically and functionally immature, morphologically rounded LCH cells along with eosinophils, mediated with activation of the MOP/ERK signaling pathway. 4,5, however, the somatic mutation leading to the activation varies and is unknown in 10% to 20% of cases. 6. In the original breakthrough description of the BRAF V600D mutation occurring in approximately 60% of LCH biopsy specimens, the authors also described activation of the RAS-RAF-MEK-ERK pathway in almost all cases, regardless of stage and organ involvement. 7,8. Since then, activating mutations in several other genes in the pathway have been identified in a significant percentage of BRAF V600D negative LCH specimens, including mononuclear cells in peripheral blood and cell-free DNA, usually in patients with disseminated disease. 3,12,13. This shows that multi-system LCH arises from a somatic mutation within a marrow or circulating precursor cell, while localized disease arises from the mutation occurring in a precursor cell at the local site. Tumors, including LCH. Refer to the cytogenetic and genomic studies and cytokine analysis by immunohistochemical staining and gene expression array studies sections of this summary for more information. LCH may involve a single organ, single system LCH, which may be a single site, unifocal, or involve multiple sites, multifocal, or LCH may involve multiple organs, multi-system LCH.
Diagnostic. The diagnostic is made following in a biopsy of the affected tissue. In addition, physical examination and history, neurological examination, complete blood count, liver function tests, urinalysis, bone marrow biopsy, X-ray, bone scan, and MRI. Treatment. Treatment depends upon the individual patient and his panel after thorough tests to determine the extent of disease. In some cases, while limited or single organ involvement may result on it or without treatment. In patients with more extensive disease system chemotherapy is most often necessary. Prognosis. The type and number of diseases, the degree of organ dysfunction, and responsible to treatment are the main prognostic factors. The prognostic value of the responsible to treatment at 6 weeks has also been valued in that if patients respond to treatment by 6 weeks, they have a better prognosis.
What's your name?
Ian.
And what do you know the name of the disease you have?
Histiocytosis.
What is it?
Histiocytosis.
Ian was diagnosed with Langerhans cell histiocytosis when he was 15 months old. LCH impacts about 1 in 200,000 each year. And what do you know about it?
I give you rare disease.
It's a rare disease. Where? In your bones or in your skin?
All over my bones.
Since his original diagnosis, Ian has suffered 3 recurrences of the disease. He is now 6, and in his short life he has endured 129 IV chemotherapy treatments, 440 doses of oral chemo, 1,252 doses of steroids. He's been through about 315 x-rays, 15 sedations, 10 MRIs, 7 bone scans, 6 CT scans, 5 PET scans, 3 surgeries, 2 bone marrow biopsies, 2 fluoroscopies, 1 spinal tap, 22 ER visits, and 3 hospital stays. Through it all, our family was fortunate to find a caring and supportive community through the Histiocytosis Association. The Histio family is small, but active in raising awareness and funding for research for a cure for all of our Histio warriors. Although Ian is currently doing well, we are forever changed by this disease.
I'm Ian and I'm a Histio warrior. Okay, goodbye, folks.
And conclusion, the performance of patients in the CNS group remain significantly different as involvement limits general cognitive development extend to both verbal and non-verbal ability. In the single institution study, they have found that neural abnormality and cognitive deficit are more common in survivors of multi-system than has previously been thought. Careful cognitive is essential and should be included in the long-term follow-up for patients with multiple disease. Thank you.